documenting the changing face of Wigan. This is
Wigan Watch. Wigan Watch?
Wigan Watch.
Hello, welcome to Wigan Watch. As you can tell, it's very nearly Christmas. Well, it's not, it's a month off. But yes, Christmas is coming. So this will probably be the last one before the big day, unless we get a special because something might happen. But then again, it might not, who knows. So yes, what are we going to talk about this time? Well, first thing I need to do is address a situation that was going on in Poundland, and that was the fact that they weren't doing sandwiches or anything like that. Well, guess what? They're doing sandwiches again. Hurrah! So that's good news. But I've also got some other good news, as in Father Christmas is here in the centre. But what we'll do is we will cover all that during the course of the regular bits where I show you stuff that's going on. We're also going to cover as well the fire at Jack's. Now, I was told about the fire at Jack's when it was actually happening on the Saturday night, but because I'm not an ambulance chaser and I didn't know there's anyone in there, I'm not a ghoul, I'm not going to go rushing round just for the sake of a few views in order to do a video of a fire where there could be people struggling inside. So I left it until the morning after. Anyway, thankfully, as far as I'm aware, there were no injuries reported, so that's good. Anyway, you will see things unfold, including the rather bizarre fact, that I was actually filming Jack's the night before the fire. Yes, coincidence completely. Anyway, enjoy this, get yourself a cup of tea, have a sit down, and I will see you at the end. Sorry to see little kitchen has shut down. One of the companies that came along with me from the galleries has left the Grand Arcade. However, has been replaced by Uptown Diner. We've moved from Makinson's Arcade, full menu, waitress service, and yeah, looks spectacular. So get yourselves up here, get yourself some fantastic food. Everything is served all the time they're open, apparently. And that is what you call a menu as well. Directly opposite LP4. We're in November now, and Stack is about to have a lot of activity going on. So we will definitely keep an eye on that. But I've not had a look at this for a while, which is the old ruins. As you can see, most of it's been taken away now, but not far, quite literally over here. As you can see, it's been completely rebuilt, exactly the same as it was for the third time. Obviously when it was originally built, when it was discovered and built over there, and now here. So yeah, hopefully it'll be done before the end of the month. So here we are back at the new market being built, and yeah, definitely coming on now in leaps and bounds. It's nice to see something going up. Next Christmas it'll be open. I'm not holding my breath, but yeah, this is positive anyway. We like positivity. So a new area, the Anvil, but I'm not looking at the Anvil, I'm looking at this, which was the Grand Hotel. Now bits are falling off this, which is why they put the barriers up around it. But I was told, getting on for 2 years ago, that this whole building is going to be coming down. Built in 1921, so it's lasted 100 years. But sadly, it may well be about to be demolished. Now, a couple of years ago, I was speaking to someone who was a contractor working for the old courts, which is behind me, and he said that what they were going to do is they were going to build, I can't remember whether he said houses or apartments, that are going to be the most environmentally friendly buildings in the country on this site. So, will he? Will they? Is the old court still a thing? But either way, it's a shame to see this building in the condition it's in now. So we will keep an eye on it and just see if it gets restored or if it does get levelled. Where's that car going to go? It's one way, and it is going the wrong way on the one way. Beautifully done there. So next to JD, Foot Asylum is coming along. New store coming soon. I thought it might be open by now, to be fair, but it will be fairly soon. See if we can see anything inside. Well, it's just a empty unit thing at the minute, but it won't take them long to fill it up. Right, TUI sign's gone, so TUI have moved. And if everything that so far has been right is right, then that means that this could well be a Next furniture shop, which is next door to Next. Too many Next in that sentence, is this? Which means TUI has moved down here. So you walk down the what do you call it? Walkway, I suppose. It will bring you to what was Dunkin' Donuts. Now will be TUI. So next to Subway is TUI, in the old Dunkin' shop. It's amazing how different it looks, isn't it? I know it's a different company and all that, and it's doing different things, so it will look different. But yeah, what have they done with this window? Because it still had donuts in it last time I looked. Oh, they've stuck stickers, as I predicted, on it. So there you go then, Robin Park. Things are moving along nicely, thank you. So at the time of filming, we've not had the budget yet, but rumours are that we're going to be charging people with electric vehicles around about 3p a mile. And I've been questioning for quite a long while why these cameras have remained up in position in situ, not been removed after the clean air zone went. I've also said I reckon it's because it's pay per mile, and yeah, it looks like that's what it's going to be. Because if you think about it, they said that the information that these cameras glean go to the police and help them in whatever it is they're doing. But there's no money in that. The clean air zone was going to produce quite a lot of money, but that's been scrapped. So the only way they can do it now is to use these as monitors to see how far we drive and then charge us for it. It'll be electric cars this year, but in a couple of years it'll be old cars. Yeah, well done, Rachel Reeves. Assuming that's what you do. Because if you don't do that, fair play. Is this the beginning of the police state that we're going to end up with this Labour government? Facial recognition currently in operation in the town centre. So here we are again. Do you feel safer or do you feel more at risk with this stuff going on? Whoop whoop! So we've got some stairs there that are obviously going to go in the building, concrete stairs, pre-built. And we can see, well, it doesn't look any different from what it did last week, I'll be honest with you.
Checking out then.
Oh, 20 What worries me is they're building this on the concrete that's been there for decades, that's been exposed for a couple of years, and that's what worries me. But anyway, at least something's being constructed. It looks like a massive Meccano set, but it's working. So yeah, fingers crossed, eh? Don't hold your breath. Looks like Christmas is being installed here. So these posts will get rid of the purple flags and have the Christmas lights put on before the end of the day, because they're all here. It's beginning to look like that warehouse at Astley. But yeah, they put a bit more structure up there on the new Market Hall. Looks like the crane is getting put away. Maybe they need a bigger crane, I don't know. But again, we can see the structure is definitely moving on. We're getting mixed reviews from what people are thinking and telling me, but we've got an internal wall there. I mean, that is monumentally exciting. The first internal wall. But I'm slightly worried that we put the crane away. They're kind of folding it up. Now these things cost a fortune to rent, even if you're not using them. Just hope they're getting a bigger one in, or a smaller one, just as long as they replace it with another one so they can keep working. That'd be good. A bit further down, we can see they're coming across now. You can actually see the line that's going to be from Makinson's Arcade, but it will extend further with the canopy, assuming that we're still going to get the canopy. And it looks like we're going to have a zigzag roof, because we've got the roof there that they're looking at, and then they've got another one, or at least the side of it. So things are looking interesting. Well, that's the picture that they've had up, and it's starting to look like that, isn't it, next to Goldsmiths and all that. So promising. Things are coming along here. We're getting some walls in. If we look down there, actual walls. As soon as they're in, obviously we won't be able to see much, but we can certainly watch the walls being initially put in, and then hopefully this time next year it'll be open. There was this here at Wigan Youth Zone I noticed. I couldn't figure out why until I looked up, and yeah, it looks like one of the panels has been broken or got broke. Hopefully they'll fix that soon. Somewhere I've not made it down to for quite a long while, Wigan Market. So what the hell is going on still? Is anything going on? Who remembers the cage? I mean, the cage was brilliant. Unfortunately, apparently they're up to illegal activity, but still. So you can, I don't know if you can see it with the light, but they've actually got some old Nintendo signs and things up there. They did have anyway. Just been painted over. But anyway, we're not looking at that. That was the past. This is now. Well, Christmas has arrived anyway. They've took down all the signs. I heard about this, and they've replaced them with some propaganda posters. No mention now of the huge amount of, well, anything. No mention of the hotel, no mention of the food hall, no mention of the apartments, no mention of anything. But fettlers, I mean, come on. That's what people in gangs do to children. It's just ridiculous. At least that's what I've been told by a lot of people. Here's a glimpse of what's in store. A blend of traditional market traders, a bakery, inviting coffee shop, inviting bars and food hall. You want to scan it and keep up to date with the propaganda from Wigan Council, then feel free. But yes, they got rid of my studio. Gutted. Have we lost other shops? Stalls. Shower stall thing is gone. We've got these new boards up that look really fancy, but they basically blocked off some of the aisles. And now they put arrows to point you into the... I mean, what the hell is... Who comes up with these fucking ideas? Seriously. Tongues Nels has moved here, but other than that, this is not great, is it? A lot less stuff going on. No, it's not great. It's not great at all. But it's quite a sad state of affairs. Well, congratulations to BECGI who built this car park, because they told me that they didn't think it would last that long, but it looks as good as it did when it was brand new. So, well, good stuff. So we've still got work going on. I mean, you've got this pile driver thing here, which isn't the one making the noise. And you can just about see the top of the digger there. So they're filling in the hole as well, aren't they? I mean, the whole thing just doesn't make any sense. It's very, very, very peculiar. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on it. We always do, don't we? So we're at the Royal Arcade. And the tattoo shop's gone. It's been replaced by Protein Rush, which is, I assume, a shop that sells protein. Rush along to buy some. Mentioned it a few times the other end. Blossom Brew coffee shop is open. And we're now back into the town centre. But as I said, we'll keep an eye on what's going on. as autumn and winter drag in. Does make it more difficult to film, but I'll keep going and keep doing and see where we're at. So another storm, this time Claudia, but has revealed how much has been moved. Very, very impressive. Already looks like it's been here forever as well. I can't imagine there's much left on the other side. Over there, so let's have a look. Let's all move back. So one assumes if there's anything here, it's very little. Yeah, very, very little indeed. So yeah, good work. Well done, guys. Next, stack. Hello. Right then, you know me, I love an exclusive. I love something that no one else knows about. And well, we've got one here. And it means I'm walking around the plantation in the pitch black, because there's something that we might not be able to see again for possibly up to 2 years, and it's just up here. So I'm heading towards the canal bridge, and then I'm going to head up towards the hall. It's not the middle of the night, but it is getting on a bit, and it is raining, so I hope it's worth the effort. But anyway, I will show you once I get there. This is a clue as to what I've come to look at. But why have I come in the middle of the night? Well, actually, thinking about it, it's an even bigger clue. The passenger compartment things are back. Carriages, that's what I'm looking for. Which is exciting. They look like they've had a nice coat of paint. Been welded up and everything. Probably put in storage now until the big opening. But this is small fry. Here I am at Haigh Hall. And you're like, well, you've done Haigh Hall before, haven't you? And I'm like, yeah, I have. But when I did Haigh Hall last time, that wasn't there. Basically, it's back. We've got the carriages. This is the Cromwell train, and I assume it's going to be dropped off tomorrow, which is why I've had to come now, because to be brutally honest with you, I don't think we'll see it again for a while, because it'll have to go into storage while they build the track. But yeah, it's back. Yeah, I'm so happy. Here it is from the other side. Looking, well, fantastic. They've obviously done work on it. You can see it's very shiny and ready to rock and roll again and take people around the railway track once it's completed here at Haigh Hall. I mean, genuinely, it stopped raining now, so that makes me happy. But even if it was still pouring with rain, I'm just so happy I've managed to see this. Like I say, before it gets tucked away for a considerable length of time. Welcome home. Welcome. Come on in. No, don't come in because you're a train. You'll smash the floor. On a completely different tact, there was a video put out by Wigan Council. It had a councillor who looked very uncomfortable in front of the camera, which I don't blame him. It's not the easiest place to be. Talking about what's going on in Haigh Hall grounds, with this as a backdrop, which is basically Haigh Hall with the boards up which refuse access to Haigh Hall, but instead was talking about the exciting things that have happened, including the amphitheatre for a tree or two. Wouldn't this have made a better backdrop rather than the one thing that everyone's moaning about isn't complete? It does seem like a schoolboy error. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, they say this is complete. If you like rubble gardens, I dare say it is. But it's certainly more pleasant and more relevant, something that they've actually done, rather than something which I don't think we can see through the trees. I might be able to, actually. Oh yeah, there you go. Rather than the hall that you can't get into. Very, very peculiar video it was. But I'm not having a go at the poor guy doing the talking. Obviously put in position. But yeah, it just seemed to make more sense to actually film it here. Obviously in the daylight. I mean, they weren't that stupid that they come out at night to film. Yeah, okay, you got me. I know Halloween's gone, but is there anything more spooky than a playground that's completely deserted at night by torch? Yeah, probably not. Anyway, they've put a fence up around the pond. What's that about? You know, the pond that's full of weeds. Used to have a fountain in it, I believe. They got a fence up around it now. So it's more sprinkles. I refer to sprinkles as in the stuff that is the finishing touch when you complete a project. So for example, hey all, finished, open, fantastic. Let's put some things around it that are equally spectacular, i.e. the wonderful amphitheatre for a tree, the slug, and other bits. But no, we're getting all them before we actually get the theatre. Or is the fair gone? Well, the fair's gone. No, it's not summer anymore, but I thought the fair was here all year round. That surprised me. Interesting. Maybe it's all part of a big regeneration, but again, isn't this stuff you do once you finish the main part of the project, which is the hall itself, and to a lesser extent the plantation gates, which I've not looked at for a while because, to be fair, they're just covered in scaffolding and tarpaulin, so there's not a lot to see. And I was here a while ago talking about there being only one train in Haigh Hall, apart from the mini trains that the driver sits on top of, that still actively go around. And the other train was this one, which is the train that kids can climb on and have a bit of pretending they're Thomas the Tank Engine driver or whatever. Although for legal reasons it's not Thomas the Tank Engine, it's Dotty. You're right, Dotty. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to carry on this little ramble. When I walked along the back side of the hall, I noticed that all the sleepers that were in the yard have vanished. So I was just wondering if they've been moved round to this part. It doesn't look like they have, but we've got some tracks there. So it's obviously going to be reinstated. Oh, that's good. So yeah, they've not done this bit, but they are working on it. And as I was saying, I'm amazed this is still open, to be fair, at this time of night, but there you go. This beautiful, beautiful thing. This would have made an interesting backdrop as well, wouldn't it? For the councillor to stand in front of, showing what is going on within the gardens here. Although, to be fair, it doesn't look any different from what it did last time I was here. Because there was a sign, the sign's still there, let's have a look. And the sign said something on the lines of, don't stand on this tree. No, it didn't, but I'll try not to. Well, it's very swampy. The pond and landscaping are work in progress. Please come back again, see how it evolves into a haven for plants and wildlife. Well, I've come back again, quite a considerable length of time later, and apart from the fact I'm stood in a swamp looking at it, I don't really see a huge amount of difference. I mean, is there like things in it anymore? No, it's just the stuff that was stuck in it. So yeah, what about the pond itself? Is that any better? I mean, I feel like I'm stood in the pond here, but no, there's actually nothing in the pond. So it's a work in progress. A bit like Wigan Pier. It's not the quickest progress, is it? But anyway, this is a sprinkle. Like I said earlier, the hole is more important. There is news on the hole, but I wait with bated breath to see anything actually happen there. Anyway, that is it for my wander round at night in Haigh Hall. Okay, this is spooky as well. I know I said I was stopping, but yeah, another playground at night. It's like something out of a horror movie. It really is. The shadows don't really help much with it. That's creepy. Oh, this is, yeah. Think how much fun people have around here all year round. And then you come here when it's dark and it's like, oh God, yeah. Anyway, that is it. At least until I find something else that scares me a little bit. We've also got Rudolph and Friends back. Remember who they are? They're the people who do the personalised Christmas tree ornaments and gifts. Look at this fabulous display of these beautiful items which you can personalise. Remember, get yourselves down here and get yourself a Christmas treat, a new tradition for your family, here in the Grand Arcade, directly opposite Toy Town. Right, so I'm back looking at the train, which is currently on the track, but it's not been put in the shed yet. And what I'm interested in is the name. Someone pointed out that the Cromwell and this train is not the original train that came here. They say that the original train that came here, or the original train that was here, was not this one. This is a different train. So now I'm wondering if this train is actually an old pit train, a train that used to maybe run along the lines carrying the coal, pulling the coal and doing all that kind of thing. It is fascinating and interesting. So I'm going to do some research and find out if this train that's come here, this tractor unit, whatever you want to call it, is actually the train that was here previously, or is in fact a unit that's been brought here special because it may have some history with Wigan and its mines, etc. So yes, much excitement. And don't forget though that we won't be able to use this train or get on this train for quite a while, because although the tracks here are pretty much built, they're not built all the way around. So yeah, I will come back and we will monitor this and hopefully get a ride on the train as well. Anyway, at least they've moved the train near the shed and we'll get it in the shed ASAP, and then happy days. I'm up here at Haigh Hall and looking at the view at night, which is quite impressive. I think we've still got that pulsating light I saw a few weeks ago on one of my walks. Well, it doesn't seem to be pulsating so much. It looks like it is in naked eye, but not. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And it's a beautiful night. There's people out stargazing. Now my camera is not designed to pick up stars, to be brutally honest with you. But yeah, it's fabulous. But you see all those lights down there? Aren't they cool? Yeah, they are. But if I turn around here and go there, we can see that at Haigh Hall the lights are on. As to why, I have no idea. But at least I know there's electric in there and there's some lights. So it's one up on a lot of the Wigan Pier site. And it looks like it's like one light maybe that's in a hallway, because the light kind of moves across a little bit but not too far. Still can't get in though. But yeah, look at that view. Stunning. Okay, more lights than I thought. I'm at the side of the Haigh Hall. And I'm just sort of sure I saw a light flicker. Oh no, there's a light over there flickering. I think it's the torch of someone. There's actually a lot of people around. It's quite scary, considering it's the middle of the... well, it's not the middle of the night, but you know what I mean. Back as well. Well, not all the lights, but there's a lot of lights on. I mean, that could mean there's been people working in there and they've left the lights on, which is a positive thing in the scheme of things. But I've yet to be convinced that there's anything happening apart from lights coming on and off randomly. Either that or the ghosts are frightened of the dark. Someone else's torch is brighter than mine. What's going on there? Very angry. Anyway, well, we'll keep an eye on it, don't worry. And more so during the daytime. Daytime, nighttime. It's good for them to light it up at night, isn't it? Yeah, they've got some ceiling roof bits in, which is good. Obviously we're at the market. I figured you'd figured that bit out already. But actually looks really nice at night time. Daytime, nighttime. We've got a new crane and a little brother for it as well. We saw the crane being taken away earlier on in the video. And at the top here, again, you can see they've now got two of the, I don't know what you call them really, leaning bits of the overall roof, which no doubt when it's finished will look spectacular. I'm still not holding my breath for next Christmas, but so far it's impressive. Late, but impressive. King Street on a Friday night. Nothing to see here, unless of course you look up. That is that lights that are doing that, or is that painted on? I think that's lights. I don't know. But yeah, it's colourful. Then we've got another one down here as well, which we'll have a look at. One of me though. Who knows it? This. So I thought there was a door here actually, but there isn't, so we'll ignore that and carry on. Because I've not seen a lot of activity in this building site. But yeah, very colourful. There's a thing going on in the park, Mains Park. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get a ticket. Mainly because I didn't really need tickets. So this is as much as the light experience that I can see. And well, it's colourful. So last night there was a fire at what apparently used to be Jack's. You can see the damage on the roof there. Plenty of videos of people who were in the area at the time. I knew about it because people sent me messages. But I'm not an ambulance chaser and didn't know if anyone was inside, so I left it till this morning. But not what we need in Wigan. Definitely not. Anyway, hopefully no one was hurt, and hopefully the building can be saved. So we're at a different angle now, and hopefully it looks like it's just the roof area that's been involved in the fire. Because because the windows are all complete. Not that I'm an expert on these things. And there doesn't seem to be anything going on down there either. So hopefully it's salvageable. So here we are at the Civic Centre, and they boarded up that bit at the bottom. To let, bakery, florist, chippy, wine bar, whatever. All very, very peculiar. But other than that, looking good. Going into the town centre, it's Sunday and it is Father Christmas light switch on day. Not the switching on Father Christmas, you know what I mean. Sadly, I'll be working for the entire thing, so I won't be able to be out here filming it, but I'm sure if you're here, you'll enjoy it. It'll be wonderful. Everybody knows the love.
Is everybody alright? It's alright. Are you alright?
I'm alright.
It's alright. It's really alright. It's alright. Tell your moms to when you're ready, boss.
This is good. Council car parks, free festive parking after 3 p.m. with the small print. And remember, it's only council car parks, not all car parks. So a couple of days after the fire, King Street is shut to traffic but open to pedestrians. Now the irony was that the day before the fire I actually filmed this building, and it had the lights on it, and then I walked down the day after. There was too many people around, but shone a torch on it just to see if it was painted on, because it looked like it was paint. But yeah, it looks a lot more sorry than I thought it was. Now, again, another thing that surprised me was the fact that when the fire was being shown, I assumed it was the building behind me, not this one. The reason for that was that the building behind me, the doors were open, so I assumed people had been in, and that's probably where the fire started, but it wasn't. It was Jack's old thing. And these are the doors that were open. And there was all debris and detritus. So I thought and assumed it was this building that had gone up. Nice. Now the good news is that the building looks structurally okay from the outside anyway, although obviously they don't want to risk buses going past or any heavy vehicles because of the vibrations, particularly for that bit there. So we'd imagine this will probably get covered in scaffolding at some point, and then the road will reopen. But anyway, we'll keep an eye on it. So it's Christmas. Got Christmas lights everywhere, which is nice. Makinson's Arcade doing the usual Christmassy thing. And then you look up into the square. We got the Christmas tree as well, which I remember from last year, although I don't remember it from the year before, but that's probably just me. I suppose it's better than a kick in the nudges. Not that I recommend a kick in the nudges. Anyway, King Street. So I was here this morning. We've got some lovely illuminations on the Pop World building. Okay, I use the term lovely loosely. But yeah, the weird thing is though, and this really is very weird indeed, It's not the fact that this building is illuminated, because well, this building hasn't been in a fire. When I came here and first saw these lit up was the day before this building caught fire. And you can see where the roof has been taken down with the fire, but it's still illuminated. It's very, very strange, in a kind of normal sort of way, I suppose. I don't know. As I walked down here on the night of the fire, but much earlier, there were some guys around, and one of them was having a pee, I think, in there. But I don't think the fire had anything to do with them guys, just, again, coincidence. In fact, if anything, it looks more colourful than it did last time. It's it's a strange world we live in. Good news as well, because I've been talking about this other building on the other side, and I was very concerned that this had stopped, but apparently the money's in place and work's going to commence very, very soon, and they're turning it into a theatre, not, as I thought, HMOs or apartments or anything like that. It's going to be a theatre apparently, and that's the door that was fixed that I noticed when I came down King Street a while ago, with all the detritus and everything that was lying around. So yeah, King Street, hive of activity, although still not swept the floor in front of it. Mind you, it's probably dangerous to be directly underneath that. Anyway, like I said, keep an eye on it, and hopefully it'll get redeveloped into something nice. Right, every now and then I come out of Wigan and I have a wander around. Currently I'm in Stalybridge, which is the town where I was brought up. Used to have loads and loads of banks, they were everywhere. This was the last one, NatWest, shut in the summer. But that's not what we're here. Banks are going, aren't they? Not a lot we can do about it. What I'm going to show you is this. So that's the old library, Cheetham Library, still a library. Art gallery upstairs, post office at the end. But this is what I was coming to show you. Look at this. This is the old market hall, which has been decorated with lights in a fantastic way for Christmas. And we've got our lights at Wigan on a couple of buildings, one of which has had a bit of a terrifying time, but these are so much nicer, aren't they? And it's Tameside Council, and they're just normally rubbish at things. And you got the Christmas lights over there as well in the main square. So yeah, top marks. Well done, Tameside. So here we are on King Street. They've got a cherry picker here. It's been a couple of days, and one assumes that is to assess the damage and hopefully be able to reopen this road again sooner rather than later. But either way, it's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? Just had a quick chat with the guys. They're going to take down the pointy bit, and they've got a cabin here as well, and also remove the loose tiles that are hanging over the edge. So yeah, so by the time I get back later on, that bit that sticks up there will be gone. And they reckon the fire started on the top but worked its way down. Either way, it's not looking good. Meanwhile at the market, hive of activity. Got two cranes working. The back of it has come up now to where I normally have a look over the fence. Got cherry pickers, we've got people everywhere. It's absolutely amazing to see what's going on here. Finally. Superb. Middle of afternoon, and you can see that they've taken the tiles that were at the edge off the gutter line, but I can't see whether they've took down the pointy bit yet. So we'll just move around a bit and see if we can see anything. So the guys are up there and they've taken some of it down, as we can see. So yeah, I mean obviously that's the bit that's not supported, so that is the bit that's more dangerous. for falling down. Actually, it's a more interesting angle here. Just hope they can save the building, that's all that really matters. Yeah, anyway, like I say, I'll pop back in a bit. So as promised, back on King Street, coming up to 7 o'clock-ish, and we are back at the Jack's building now. As you saw in the afternoon, around about dinner time, I had a wander in, wander down, have a look what was going on, and they were working very hard, clearing all the overhanging debris, which does look like it's gone, and also getting rid of the pointy bit, which was, well, not to put too fine point on it, looking rather dangerous. So we zoom in, you can see that they've levelled it off beautifully, to be fair. They've done a good job there, actually. That looks the dog's danglies. Let's zoom in a bit, you can see better. So you can see that they've done a really good job. Now, whether or not the building is structurally sound or not, well, it's to be seen, but none of these windows look like windows. I'm looking down here now. But they might just be blackened with smoke, I don't know. It's not the thing I ever did was go in nightclubs or anything like that. So, hopefully, there's a few more bits up there by the looks of it. You can see that or not, there's a few more bits up there that may need removing. I think generally overall, the guys have done a good job. So fingers crossed, the road will be open within the next couple of weeks maybe, and we can hopefully see this building being regenerated into something for the people of Wigan again. Back on King Street. So there you go then, another Wigan Watch done. Do not forget, there's more to this YouTube channel than Wigan Watch. We also do Wigan Walks, and we also do working title Wigan's Lost History, walking around looking at stuff and maps and things. Working title. So please have a look at them. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So this is what I did pretty much a week ago now, because it was around about the same time. I looked down here, had a look at the thing and went, oh, that's nice. You've just seen the video, you know I did. And then I got here, oh, they opened it up to traffic now, because the fence has moved back. So there is a possibility that, if not immediately, certainly they're getting ready for traffic to be able to come back to the area. You've also got, they've tidied up considerably the rubble, the tiles and everything that were on the floor here. So yeah, fingers crossed, things will get back to normal at some point. Anyway, thank you for watching, and we will be back again, like I say, probably the end of December, and until then, goodbye. Little extra there, taxi going up, the gates are open, so traffic is allowed to flow again up King Street, which is good news. That means the building is not as badly damaged as we feared.
Documenting the changing face of Wigan. This is
Wigan Watch. Wigan Watch?
Wigan Watch.